Phillippe Clement, for a lot of fans, has got to go. The Belgian has been the subject of substantial criticism since his appointment at Ibrox. However, in today's video, we have some huge Phillippe Clement news amid a sacking twist. We will talk about this in today's video whilst looking over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video. So as always, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Galatasaray boss Okan Buruk has revealed they tried to sign Rangers star Yanis Hagi and reckons he will play for the Turkish Giants one day. Hagi was born in Istanbul when his legendary father Gyorge was playing for Galatasaray in 1998 and has never hidden his admiration for the club. Galatasaray manager Buruk was a colleague of Hagi Sr. back then and went on to manage the club and holds the record as having won the most titles in Turkey, with 7 as a player and 3 as a manager. And he's broken his silence about his interest and admiration for Hagi, who is out of contract at the end of the season. Buruk said, "During a previous transfer window, we were interested in him. He's a very good player. Unfortunately, he was injured in the past. But now he is okay. I know he's playing well at Rangers now. I remember him when he was a child here at Galatasaray. He used to be everywhere. He was sitting and watching the training. In the last 2 years, I have always followed Yanis. Now he is in good shape. He is a good footballer with potential. I repeat, we were interested in him during a transfer period, but he plays for another team just now. Who knows, maybe one day he'll play for Galatasaray. What do you make of this? Would you be happy if Rangers let the Romanian go? Let me know down below." Now, in some huge news, a sacking twist has emerged. Veteran journalist Hugh Keevins has stirred up a major talking point among Rangers supporters by claiming that the club's manager, Phillippe Clement, earns a substantial £50,000 per week, a figure that may be preventing the club from parting ways with the Belgian boss. Keevins, a regular on Clyde One Super Scoreboard, suggested that Rangers might be financially constrained from sacking Clement after the team's shocking Scottish Cup defeat to Queen's Park. Rangers crashed out of the Scottish Cup in a 5th-round loss to Scottish Championship side Queen's Park, a result that has piled immense pressure on Clement. However, despite growing calls from the fan base for change, Keevins suggested that Rangers' hands may be tied due to the significant financial implications of dismissing their manager. "I think he spoke yesterday with the assurance of a man who knows he is not getting sacked," Keevins said on the radio show. He added, "I can only suspect, and it is suspicion, that Rangers can't afford to get rid of Phillippe Clement, who I understand earns £50,000 per week, £2.5 million per year." Keevins further highlighted that Rangers' financial decisions in the recent transfer window may reflect their current financial difficulties. He pointed out that instead of paying £400,000 to sign Dundee's Lyle Cameron, Rangers opted to take him on a pre-contract deal, securing his services for free in the summer. If Rangers were not in a position to buy Lyle Cameron from Dundee for £400,000 and took him on a pre-contract deal instead, then £400,000 amounts to 8 weeks' wages for Phillippe Clement, Keevins said, underscoring the club's possible financial struggles. Chris Boyd, a Rangers legend and current pundit, has also weighed in on the situation, insisting that the club's supporters need transparency. Boyd raised the question of whether financial constraints are the only reason Clement remains in charge at Ibrox. Phillippe Clement is hanging on to his job, Boyd said on Sky Sports, but the Rangers fans want to know, and I know that Patrick Stewart has said it wasn't a financial decision in the past, but right now the Rangers fans need to know if Phillippe Clement is only there because of finances. Boyd's remarks came after increasing speculation that Rangers' inability to part ways with Clement might be rooted in financial factors. Reports suggest that sacking the Belgian manager would cost the club around £1.2 million in severance payments. The Scottish Sun claims that this payout is a significant obstacle for the Rangers board, which is already under scrutiny from the fan base and may not have the free funds necessary to terminate Clement's contract. Clement, who signed a contract extension over the summer, still has 3.5 years left on his deal. This long-term commitment means that dismissing him now would require a substantial financial outlay, adding to the pressure on the club's board, who are reportedly divided on the issue. According to reports, certain high-ranking members of the Rangers board have grown increasingly frustrated with the team's recent performances and want to sack Clement, but the hefty payoff required to relieve him of his duties is proving to be a major hurdle. Despite the mounting pressure, Clement seems set to hold on to his job for the time being, a situation that has only added to the frustrations of Rangers supporters. After the humiliating defeat to Queen's Park, the mood among the fans reached a boiling point, with many calling for the Belgians' dismissal. Clement had to be escorted out of Ibrox by security officers after the game, as furious fans voiced their anger. As he made his way to the car park, Clement was met with a chorus of boos and verbal criticism, similar to the hostile reception heard at full time inside the stadium. As Keevans highlighted on Clyde One Super Scoreboard, the issue of Clement's wages is central to Rangers' current predicament, with the manager reportedly earning £50,000 per week and still having several years left on his contract. The cost of sacking him could be prohibitive. The pressure on the club's board is intensifying, with fans eager for answers about the manager's future and the club's financial position. For now, it seems that Phillippe Clement will remain in the Ibrox dugout, but questions about his long-term future and Rangers' ability to make changes persist. The coming weeks will be critical for Clement as he attempts to turn the tide and win back the support of the fans, but the financial cloud hanging over the club adds an extra layer of complexity to an already volatile situation. Now, a few days have passed since the defeat. What are your thoughts on Clement's position? It's easy to demand immediate change after a shocking result due to anger and frustration. But once calming down, it allows us to view it logically. If you were Clement out after the game, do you still feel the same way, or have you changed your mind? It seems clear that the Belgian is not the right man to take Rangers back to success. But with such a substantial payout, is it worth sacking him right now, potentially making our financial situation worse? It really is a difficult situation for Rangers to be in, and like Boyd said, us fans need more transparency from the board. But let me know why in the comments. Before we get into our next story, if you are enjoying today's video, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more Rangers content. Thank you, let's get back into the video. Finally, McCoist has finally broken his silence on Rangers following his former side's shocking Scottish Cup defeat to Queen's Park. For 2 days, TalkSport tried to get in touch with the pundit to get his reaction after the 1-0 defeat to the Championship minnows, which left Phillippe Clement on the brink of losing his job. The Belgian remains in post for now, but for how much longer remains to be seen. While McCoist didn't exactly go into any sort of detail about the humiliation on Sunday night at Ibrox, he did have a blunt response when goaded by fellow radio commentator Adrian Durham. Speaking on today's breakfast show alongside Alan Brazil, McCoist went on a rant about a hotel booking that had gone wrong following his work for ITV at Exeter versus Nottingham Forest late last night. McCoist said, "You couldn't make it up. Somebody had cancelled my room. I was absolutely devastated. There was nearly an international scene. How I managed to keep calm was remarkable." And this is where Durham managed to coax McCoist into responding about the Scottish Premiership giants and their cup exit. Durham came in. "It's been a bad week for Rangers." Sharply, McCoist replied, "Oh, it's been a terrible week for Rangers. What are your thoughts? Let me know down below." But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.